Flags up for Zimbabwe. Flags up for Zimbabwe. Look out when you walk in the streets, you'll see happy people. Good nape, really say, feel the love when you're walking in Harare. There's a mother using all her time, trying to make it happen. A young man going to school, he wants to be.
Veneko, and I am here this evening in South Africa, in Cape Town, at the beginning of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. It's the second edition and it's 2016. It's bigger, it's better, and it's much more exciting. Now we have so many guests, so many nominees. We have about 10 categories, and out of those categories are going to come out winners tonight, and we hope that they'll be profiles, and we hope that they'll continue to grow and fly the Zimbabwean flag as well as the South African flag very high. We're hardworking and we are excellent. Enjoy the awards. Let's take it away.
I would like to all of us to stand up on our feet for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, you can remain steady for the national anthem of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take a moment of silence for our departed compatriots. Thank you so much. You can remain seated. As I can see tonight, it's a lovely night. We've got some beautiful ladies in the house, looking lovely, and gentlemen looking lovely. We all welcome you to the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards 2016. I would like to introduce my co-host tonight, the beautiful and lovely Rovenable Parinyatwa, to the stage.
Good evening to all of you and welcome to the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards 2016. How are you feeling this evening? Happy to be here? It's good to see you. Now, I was listening and watching to everybody when we just did the national anthems. It appears we have lost our Zimbabweans to South Africa. When the Zimbabwe national anthem happened, all of us were kind of just quiet. It's a bad thing that even in Zimbabwe, many of us don't sing along. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's a lack of national pride. But in general, it's good to see you all, and of course, sharing the stage with Morgan. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to see Zimbabweans. I do feel at home. One, because I'm surrounded by Zimbabweans, and two, because this was my second home during my university years. So it's always good to be back, and good to see the mother city as wonderful as it's always been. So I'm looking forward to this evening. I'm looking forward to sharing with all of you. To our nominees, you're winners anyway. To the winners, now you're the real winners. All right? So without any further ado, I'd like us to get right into our program. We did have a little bit of a delayed start, but whether you are Zimbabwean in Europe, in Asia, in South Africa, we are Zimbabwean, full stop. And time is not one of our strengths. So we're going to continue now with our program and get right into the mix of it. We're going to call up now our guest of honor. Now, in Zimbabwe, where I come from, there's a lot of protocol. I wouldn't be the one to call up the guest of honor. It would be somebody more senior than myself, because they have this thing, there's a pride thing, that if the guest of honor is the vice president, they must be introduced by whoever is next in charge in terms of seniority in the party or in government. But thankfully, these are the Zimbabwean Excellence Awards. Awards that stretch across all sectors, across all categories. I myself am a Zimbabwean who is hoping one day to be nominated, and I do think I'm well within my rights to call up the guest of honor. So, let me call up Mr. Mugobo Gobo, who is our guest speaker this evening. Please put your hands together.
Everybody. The Executive Director is Zimbabwe Excellence Award, Mr. Julius Shamu. The Executive Director, Cape Town Chamber of Commerce, Mr. C. Palmer. The Executive Director, Breaking Barriers Africa Project, Dr. Benjamin Lawi. The Executive Director of the Zimbabwe South Africa Chamber of Commerce, Advocate Fungai Zinya. Representatives of the ANC in the Western Cape, Mr. Franzman and his colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is my singular honor and pleasure to welcome all of you to this second edition of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, following the successful launch of this initiative last year. The Zimbabwe Excellence Awards is now an important annual event for the Zimbabwe diaspora community living in South Africa, particularly here in Cape Town. It is now an occasion where we gather together to celebrate the innovative and the entrepreneurial spirit and the diverse business skills and achievements of our people. We all recall that when Mr. Julius Shamu founded the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, the aim was to recognize Zimbabweans who have excelled in making a positive and notable contribution to Cape Town community, even South Africa as a whole, in various ways, which includes sports, the media, academic prowess, business acumen, and in the entertainment industry. Today, I am pleased to note that these efforts have massively paid off, as evidenced by the introduction of new categories in this year's edition. In light of this phenomenal progress, I am reminded of what one speaker once said. He said, "It is easy to sit up and take notice. What is difficult is to stand up and taking initiatives." So tonight, as we recognize our countrymen who have dared to stand up and take initiative, we want to celebrate their ideas, their outstanding achievements in this foreign land. We extend to them our heartfelt congratulations and gratitude for flying the Zimbabwe flag higher. More importantly, we are celebrating their enthusiasm, commitment, sheer hard work. For it is said, enthusiasm is often neglected as a driving force. Yet, without it, there would be few achievements in the world. Enthusiasm, you see, sets fire to the imagination, and the imagination, in turn, will set the tone and desire to excel in various capacities and endeavors. Yet, let us not be under any misapprehension about this. The people we are about to give awards to tonight may have worked alone or in groups, but they had, I am sure they will agree, the support and encouragement of family, friends, and business associates. Without this critical backup and encouragement and inspiration, they would hardly have accomplished anything. We therefore want to salute all those who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this occasion a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, in spite of considerable challenges we face here in South Africa as immigrants, these nominees have remained focused and resilient and have continued to raise the bar higher. They have become successful business people and respectable community leaders, immensely contributing to the South African economy and positively impacting the communities in which they live. Some of you are now outstanding students, academics, researchers, scientists, and medical practitioners excelling in your chosen field of endeavors. I am also happy to note that some of you have become employers, not both to your kinsmen and the locals, as well as other Africans. This is a quite commendable achievement. And above all, I also want to note with the deep satisfaction your remittances to Zimbabwe, which indeed you will continue to support families and oil the Zimbabwean economy in these challenging times. It is my hope and prayer that you will continue to expand your enterprises and extend the frontiers of your entrepreneurial spirit. It is important to note that we all try and live in peace, harmony, and togetherness in the communities we operate and reside in. As business people and entrepreneurs, I urge you to be responsible and to always conduct your business activities within the confines of the laws of the host country. Be that as it may, as they say, there is no place better, like home, sorry. So as Zimbabweans, I want to appeal to you that whatever you may be doing or engaged in, do not forget to invest in your motherland. There are many investment opportunities in Zimbabwe which can be exploited by people in the diaspora. These include small to medium enterprises, construction and housing, agriculture and mining, just to mention a few. You may also wish to know that there are plans that are underway to organize diaspora meetings abroad, including here in South Africa. I also understand that Cape Town will be one of the venues. The purpose of these meetings will be to explain the diaspora policy and investment opportunities in Zimbabwe, and it will also be an opportunity to exchange views on how diaspora participation can be enhanced in the economy. So let's watch this space and see how the developments evolve. In reiteration, it is indeed a good cause that we are gathered here tonight to celebrate with the nominees and award winners of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. But my hope and prayer is that we shall continue to support each other and interact beyond this event. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I would like to thank the sponsors and organizers of this wonderful event for a job well done, and also to conclude my remarks with a quote from one Pearl S. Duke, who said, all things are possible until they are proved impossible. And even the impossible may only be so as of now. I thought this would capture the spirit of the moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
That was our dancing group, ladies and gentlemen. She won the dancehall, Southern African dancehall competition in 2014. That was the girl that was dancing here. She is so talented, you can see.
Thank you very much to them. Now, in Zimbabwe, dancing is not 100% our strength, which is why I'm sure they then got South African dancers to do that part of the evening. Now, they say that Africa is broken up into sections when you look at the continent. That in the north, they move their hips, right? You can think of Egypt, you know, they dance like this. And then you move down to the center, to the equator, where they're moving their waist, right? I'm doing it, don't worry, there's just a podium in the way. And then you move down south to South Africa, to Zimbabwe. We dance with our feet. With my dance, I think it Borodeo, you know? So that's how the continent is broken down in terms of dancing. It's funny, but it's kind of true. So now we move on, and I know that earlier I said we had our guest speaker as well as our keynote speaker. I'm going to correct myself now and introduce our keynote speaker now, right? That was our guest of honor who spoke earlier, who opened up the evening. And now I'm going to introduce our keynote speaker. And this is Sid Pima. He is the Executive Director of Cape Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sid had an incredibly varied career, right? Touched on different sectors. As a pharmacist, and then changed gears to become an advertising copywriter, then a strategic planner and an MD. He has extensive experience in strategy and management, having planned for brands such as Liberty Life, Chicken Liquid, FedEx, Netcare, Incredible Connection, Mrs. Delivery, Nestle, SAB Milan, S4, and amongst many others. In April 2015, Sid was appointed as the Executive Director for the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where he is responsible for serving over 2,500 members of the Chamber. He is the author of The Clear Win, available on Amazon. He is widely published online and is appreciated for his strategic insights and wicked sense of humor. So please help me welcome Sid Pima.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, thank you for the honor of allowing me to introduce you today. When I received the invitation, I was asked to talk about three things. One was about entrepreneurs, one was about the economy, and one was the contribution of small business to the economy. And I thought, well, I've only got 10 minutes, so I need to choose one. And the one I choose was, let me just talk about being an entrepreneur. But like so many words we use on a daily basis, we seldom investigate the origin of the word. But just as I was about to look up the word on the internet, or Google it like we do everything else, we got hit by a virus, the Locky virus. I don't know if it's hit anybody else, but it shut us down for a day. So eventually we did get back online, but instead of starting with the origin and meaning of the word entrepreneur, I thought it would be a good idea to prepare something inspiring and revisit the word at the end, and perhaps it will be more meaningful. I was told that tonight is about recognizing those who have demonstrated resilience and have grown, and in turn grown the economy of the city and South Africa, something for which we are most grateful. So I want to focus on the word resilience, because if Woody Allen is right, and 90% of success is just showing up, then resilience is important, because it allows you to show up day after day through good times and bad. As the author Martin Seligman reminds us in his exceptional work, Learned Optimism, it's not that important what people say to you, but what you say to yourself. One area where resistance really counts is in the financial services sector, or let's call it insurance salesman for want of a more honest term. Seligman discovered that the more successful salespeople thought differently, especially the way they explain certain events to themselves. Sorry, is there an echo? I think there. Seligman discovered that more successful salespeople thought differently, especially the way they explain events to themselves. How you explain things to yourself is called your attribution style. You can go on the net and search ASQ for attribution style questionnaire, and you can complete that to determine your how you attribute events. That's ASQ questionnaire. The first thing you need to understand is that healthy thinking is not always logical thinking. Healthy thinking is not always logical thinking. That's right, your thoughts about things don't have to be accurate. Your thoughts have to work for you. Seligman's research showed that effective salespeople differed in their attribution style in 3 key areas. The first is personal. If something good happened, they attribute it to themselves, their own unique talents, and if something bad happened, they attributed the cause to other factors than themselves. So quite simply stated, effective salespeople don't blame themselves when things go wrong. The second factor is permanence, and most effective salespeople saw negative events as temporary and see good events as permanent. So if something bad happens, it's just going to pass. If something good happens, it's here to stay. The third P is pervasiveness. When they had a positive outcome for one event, they generalized it. So for example, I wrote a good report, so I'm not just a good reporter, but I'm just generally brilliant. Conversely, if I write a bad report, I only suck at writing that specific report and nothing else. Is that you? Okay. Obviously, we don't want our airline pilots to follow these attributes to the letter. There are some circumstances where pessimism has a role to play. But generally, in business, in my opinion, you need to show up. And the more frequently you do it, the better the results. That's not to say feedback is not important. Learning is a constant. I just learned a great lesson the other day. Someone suggested we invite an economist to address the chamber. We have over 200 events a year. I encourage you to subscribe to our newsletter. There's no charge. Just go to our homepage, capchamber.co.za, and subscribe. Anyway, I digress. So I had this idea. If I invite an economist to debate with Mr. Julius Malema and call it Rumble in the Urban Jungle, let's see what happens. Well, the economist chickened out, but I found another one who seized the opportunity, a man by the name of Clem Santo, who you might have heard of. Well, Mr. Malema had not accepted as yet, but one day I got a call from Julius Malema's office, and he told me he would speak on the 12th of March. It was a Friday night. We don't have events on a Friday night. So I called the team together, and we made a decision to run with it. The worst thing that could happen is I could get some egg on my face, and we'd lose a bit of money. Well, we advertised the event, and my worst fears were realized. We only had 40 responses. But what I didn't realize was that we would get 40 bookings every day and had to cap the event at 460 people, which was what the venue wanted. It wasn't, can you hear me? Yeah. It wasn't my genius idea, or maybe I should say it was my genius idea according to the healthier attribution style of taking personal credit for successes. Irrespective of the genius idea, it was a matter of luck and timing. It was the day after Julius caused an uproar during the State of the Nation address. He was, as we say in the industry, hot at the time. All we did was show up. I thought I was so clever, I matched up Mr. Mumusi Mamani, the leader of the DA, with Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, our Deputy President, a member of the ANC. They both refused. I learned that you can't have two politicians from opposing parties at a debate, well, in our context at least. It's different in America. Here, it's probably seen as too confrontational. So we have gone back to the drawing board and planned another rumble with an acclaimed economist and another politician who is hot at the moment. Hopefully we'll have another rumble in the urban jungle. But the failure we experienced, is what I want to share with you, was crucial. It guided us. Our next one will be more successful. We already have sponsors lining up, and that's important to us. The Cape Chamber receives no grants. We are funded by our members, and every day we have to ask ourselves, how can we add value? And then we just have to keep showing up. I've mentioned attribution style. You may recall the 3 Ps. That falls into the field that's now called positive psychology. I want to visit the opposite end of the scale, the automatic thoughts we have that demotivate us with the result that we don't show up. The DAS, or Dysfunctional Attitude Scale, was developed by Dr. Arlene Wiseman. She isolated a number of self-defeating attitudes that creep up on us and affects our motivation. The first self-defeating attitude is one of approval. You base your self-esteem on the way people interact with you. So your positivity is dependent on what you imagine other people think of you. The reality is that you don't need anyone's approval. If you're bringing something new onto the market, you are disrupting the status quo. You are changing things, and people don't take easily to change. And I'm sure your success never came easy tonight. And I'm glad to say we're celebrating people who made things happen, probably in spite of the negative feedback you must have got somewhere along the way. The second attitude, or self-defeating attitude, that trips up entrepreneurs is perfectionism. You just don't want to fail. But failure is an essential part of the process. Of course, you want to make sure your product or service delivers, but if you demand perfectionism from yourself and failure is taboo, you're not going to do the one thing that you need to do, and that is to show up. The third and final attitude I want to talk about is entitlement. Here, people expect and demand that their wants be met by other people and the universe at large because they work so darn hard for it. Well, we are celebrating people tonight who do not feel entitled to have their needs met, who probably understood that the universe doesn't really keep score, and that yes, bad things can and do happen to good people. Yes, you are entitled to live a safe and healthy life, but there will always be issues. If you score positive on this trait of entitlement, you understand that other people are unique and different, and realize there is no inherent reason why things should always go your way. So when you don't, you still do what you need to do, and that's to show up. Well, eventually the virus was cleaned off our computers, and I could Google the word entrepreneur, and it was defined as follows: the capacity and willingness to develop, organize, and manage a business venture along with any of its risks in order to make a profit. So it's a venture with risk and profit. But I don't think it's a venture. I think if we want things to be better, we need to change the word venture to adventure, because that is what it needs to be. I wish you all the best on your adventures. Thank you very much.
I got on the plane at 7 o'clock, and the flight was supposed to leave at about 7:20. So they told us to start switching off our phones at about 7 o'clock. Now we all know what was about to happen at 7 o'clock for South Africans. Yes? Zuma's State of the Nation address. So I'm sitting there on the plane, I'm like, oh man, I don't know why I failed, because I wanted to follow the live feeds. And I can understand why South Africa is addictive for many Zimbabweans.
There's so many freedoms, right? Our speaker just now just spoke about, a rumble in the jungle debate with Malema. I would love that, all right? In Zimbabwe, we can't even imagine debates on that level without politicians. There's just so much red tape. There's so much protocol, all right? I mean,
If you do that in Zimbabwe, you need to be cut off.
You need to?
You need to be cut off if you do it in Zimbabwe.
No, it's true. As a journalist.
No cut your network.
As a journalist in Zimbabwe, it's very difficult to do my job, I must say. I think this is the part of my job that I enjoy more than anything, because there's no red tape. Nobody can censor me. I can say what I like, And I'm in South Africa, all right? Where Malema can say, pay back the money, Kandla, And in Zimbabwe, there's just not that freedom. So I love to be a Zimbabwean in South Africa because it makes me feel free. Just for a little while, okay? Right now we're talking about what? $15 billion.
That's a lot of money.
It's too much money. With the exchange rate right now, can South Africans even imagine that converted to rands? $15 billion. Can you imagine? Nae Morgan. From 7 years ago.
Actually, I gave it to my own Zimbabwe brothers here. They were taking my business.
Okay, those are Zimbabwe excellence.
That's why I've got interview was here.
All right, good answer. I'll run with that for now. All right, but honestly, jokes aside, entrepreneurship is a very difficult thing to do. So I'd like to just really honor everybody who's here tonight, getting nominated and winning. Some of us took the easy route, right? We went to school, we studied, we got employed, and we're workers. And there's a big separation between a worker and an entrepreneur. And it takes a lot to be able to step out somewhere and say, I'm going to do this. The entrepreneurs we have in Zimbabwe right now are giving out Samsung S7s to soccer teams, And I say weak now. God says it up a Snapchat. That's if a Snapchat Zanzi cheating. You guys must be strong. If you're going to follow me on Snapchat, you need to be strong. I don't make apologies. I'm so weak now. Okay? I've got money. Yes, I've got money. But it's a Saturday at 7 o'clock. I'm waking up to go to work. Some of you got home at 5 a.m. There's no black magic here. There's no voodoo here. I'm so weak now. I work hard. So, whatever it is, sometimes they say in Shonam, because you don't know where it came from at the end of the day. But yeah, we're going to continue with our program now. Let me now introduce our next speaker, who also has the title of keynote speaker. And his name is Benjamin. Benjamin is the founding director of the African Youth Chamber and the Breaking Barriers Africa Projects and Advocacy think tank, ranked amongst the influential in Africa and the world at large. In 2011, the BBA project was in the top 10 in Africa and one of the best 100 globally. Benjamin has won 2 Terry Eagle Foundation Awards, and he has been cited in the Scottish Parliament debate on aid and development in Africa, as well as by the Dean of Diplomatic Corps at the African Union on patents and intellectual property. Benjamin debated Rwandan President Paul Kagame on entrepreneurship development in 2009, and in 2011 he led the World Bank's Africa Region High Delegation to investigate what Africa entrepreneurs need from the World Bank to foster growth. Benjamin was consulted by Number 10 Downing Street on how to make effective use of Britain's aid in Africa. He is a doctorate fellow at Knights University. He was named as an ambassador of the World Economic Forum. He is a fellow of the African Youth Parliament. He is a board member of the Forbes African Entrepreneurship Committee, among other boards globally. He is married to Regina, and they are blessed with Salom, Seyram, and Eden. Please put your hands together for Benjamin.
Zimbabwean Consular General, Mr. Stistch, the Executive Director of the Cape Town Chamber of Commerce and Industry,
and to the very Julius Shamu, the Executive Director of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first start by congratulating the organizers of this very noble event that seeks to award excellence and encourage hard work. Such events, as I know, are posturing our continent in the right direction. It is we, the citizens of Africa, including all of us gathered here, who represent the symbol of Africa's legitimacy and our continuity. So kudos to the Zimbabwean Excellence Award Secretariat. I share in your success story, and I bring you warm felicitations from the Commonwealth Youth Chamber and the Breaking Barriers Africa Project. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Africa is at a stage where our economies are in a turmoil. And you and I, as entrepreneurs, know what are the causes of this. But as I travel across the continent, I see development. And all development in itself comes with a cost. With each cost, there is some development. Current leaders like Paul Kagame, like John Mahama, like Uhuru Kenyatta, and the others that we have across the continent are pragmatics who have struggled for survival and indeed are working towards making our continent a better place. The advanced economies, ladies and gentlemen, have not fought the battles of Africa. That is one thing we need to know as entrepreneurs. Why should we allow the West as entrepreneurs criticize our form of development or the way we want to develop when it comes to entrepreneurship enhancement? They seem reluctant to face the fact that there are some positive and creative developments that are occurring on our continent. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I urge organizers of this event and all of us at large to open our eyes to the world of dynamics and the magnitude of what is occurring on our African continent. Let us set out the parameters that will become ideas for the basis of Africa's economic and global development. With the Zimbabwean Cape Town Excellence Awards as a reference, we must look at the inherent pragmatism of the African entrepreneur in seeing reunification as a keystone in our development. In my interactions with the Commonwealth Youth Chamber, our resolve has been to have African governments have their own regulations when it comes to foreign investments. But we are trying so hard, that our governments across the whole of Africa should give priority when it comes to entrepreneurship enhancement and development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is our ideas that we avoid the process of pure trade, where we manufacture our goods without adding value to them, sell it to the West, they add value, comes back to us at a higher cost. That is what you and I as entrepreneurs need to start doing. We need to start adding values to the things we so produce or the services we so encourage others to take in. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Africa is driving forward on a policy of market economy, which I believe has created what is fast becoming a laissez-faire kind of system in our world today. The incredible developmental drive of young African entrepreneurs, a pent-up energy that is released by years of reform, as you and I would say, because I've listened to previous speakers who said, yes, it's getting better. This initiative started last year, and then there have been improvements that have been. It means the pent-up energy is there for all of us to see. Africa has come of age. This is a fact of our times. Like it or leave it, Africa has come of age, and that is the fact. It cannot be denied by negative journalism as we see sometimes, historic misunderstandings, misdirected animosities, and emotions of policies of containment. The year beginning 2020, we believe, is the year for Africa. Africa's cultural framework also has its effect when it comes to entrepreneurship development. Like Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya said, if we don't develop among ourselves, if we don't encourage entrepreneurs among ourselves, if I cannot, as a Ghanaian, work as an entrepreneur in South Africa, or a Zimbabwean work as an entrepreneur in South Africa, where do we work? This is our time. When we encourage entrepreneurship development among ourselves as Africans, and we embrace ourselves, then we are aiming at developing our continent. Zimbabwe, mind you, has got over 1 million citizens here in South Africa, and 3 million and over citizens out of Zimbabwe across the world over. These are people that are leaving marks wherever they find themselves. Indeed, Africa is proud of them. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we, the current generation of Africa, will need to suffer for future generations, and this we would have to do for a while. Our generation, honestly, has been given so many choices, but we have been given so few guidelines as to how to make them. Let's work and network, as this award seems to suggest, because this is never just about one individual. I'm sure Julius Shamu was not thinking about himself, he was thinking about the greater Zimbabwean community. So it is not an individual journey, it is Entrepreneurship has always been about enriching the lives of others. That is the hallmark of a true entrepreneur. There are others who fold their arms, waiting on their government. To them, I say, the risk that you take in not pursuing your dream as an entrepreneur is terminal. Yes, it's true, it's real. It's a life without fulfillment. It is a life without contentment, to say the least. It is a life without accomplishment. It is a life without joy, and I'll say it is misery. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend Alan Boysak of South Africa, who was among the apartheid fighters, once said, and I quote, "When we go before God, when we die, that is at the end of our lives to be judged, God will ask each and every one of us, where are your wounds? And when God asks, too many of us will have to say, we have no wounds. Then God will ask us, was nothing worth fighting for? What will be your answer?" I'm sure none of us here will say we didn't fight for anything, because in our own small ways, we are doing things and as entrepreneurs that are enriching lives, that are transforming societies, and that are making our continent a better place. Every commitment we do today is a seed for tomorrow's growth. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, finally, to the nominees and the eventual winners, I say congratulations. You are worthy ambassadors not only of Zimbabwe, but of the whole of Africa. Indeed, we are celebrating your glory, but we don't know your story. Let us know your story, and let the millions others across the continent know that it is we entrepreneurs that will let Africa take its rightful position in the Community of Nations. Let's embrace all together. Let's become the light in this darkness as Africa is finding itself. And I can tell you that if we all resolve to be worthy entrepreneurs of our continent, we would develop Africa in the not too distant future. Thank you. God bless Zimbabwe. God bless
That is my speech. That was Dr. Benjamin Mluwe from Ghana.
Yes, thank you very much. And your ladies from Ghana, looking lovely ladies. Thank you for coming all the way to celebrate this with us. All right, now we have judges that were behind the decisions that were made this evening. A lot of the time we question how these events come out, how the nominees are selected, and who ends up winning the process. But there's always checks and balances, there's always measures put in place. So I'd like to now acknowledge the judges this evening. We have Alec Kuhudzai. If, as I announce each of you, if you don't mind standing, we'd like to put a face to the name. At this stage, we know we can't pay you to rig anything. Alec Kuhudzai studied toward a law degree at the University of Fort Hare. He was the first African to intern at the South African Human Rights Commission before joining PASOP as advocacy officer. He worked with the Zimbabwean consulate in Johannesburg during the ZDP. He did his articles of clerkship under N. Allen Attorneys, which he completed in 2013. In 2014, he joined Arresta as the communications officer, where he got promoted to advocacy manager. In late 2015, he founded and registered the Refugee Legal and Advocacy Center, an NPO which provides free legal assistance to refugees and asylum seekers, which is opening its doors on the 1st of May 2016. He is the Programs Director of RLAC. He has also developed and anchored as a refugee show called Exodus. Thank you very much. Now I enjoy reading these NGO things because there's all these acronyms that you don't know what on earth they stand for. What is RLAC? What is Arresta? But nonetheless, thank you very much for joining us. We know there's an NGO world and we have your lingo, so those that are in that world understand exactly who Alec is. And then our other judge this evening, we have Hungwe Kuzinya. Hungwe is an advocate. Where is Hungwe? Hungwe is an advocate of the High Court in South Africa and Lesotho. He is also a legal practitioner of the High Court of Zimbabwe. He graduated with an LLB from the National University of Lesotho, where he was the head of the Student Judicial Committee and the editor-in-chief of the Student Law Journal. He currently sits on the board of directors of the Real Foundation in Lesotho. Hungwe Kuzinya is a legal consultant in his own capacity, specializing in corporate labor and immigration law. Thank you. I implore you to join the investigations of our $15 billion. Alright, I will hire you personally. And then, last but not least, we have Rumbidzai Oriwondo. Rumbidzai is our third judge this evening. Rumbidzai, a cum laude human resource graduate with over 6 years of experience in the HR field. In addition to her HR profession, Rumbidzai is also an entrepreneur and writes in her wheelhouse as business consultancy, professional writing, developing web, copy, white papers, and blog content for startup businesses, and in a variety of verticals. She has a great passion in the development of people and plays a huge role in the employment of fellow compatriots through sourcing job opportunities for them. She volunteers and spends most of her time mentoring teenagers and is dedicated to tracking their progress and encouraging them to continue pursuing opportunities of learning and individual development. Thank you. Now it's good that the youth of today have mentors such as Rumbidzai. The other night on my talk show, I interviewed a young lady who was a victim of the Kuwait human trafficking. A Zimbabwean girl who went to Kuwait looking, of course, for greener pastures. There are still over about 250 young Zimbabwean women in Kuwait who have been, basically lured there in the search of greener pastures, better jobs, and they get told all sorts of things and made promises to. And somehow this girl and her sister got out. But there's so many loopholes in our society. As Africans, we know that unemployment is not just an African pandemic, it's global. And people like Rumbidzai, and I think a lot of women in this room, could play a more pivotal role in protecting the women of the world today. When we talk of entrepreneurs, sometimes women don't think they can start a business. So they go somewhere where they can continue to become workers, Whereas if we inspired them and showed them all the gaps in our societies, they'd be able to do well and sit at tables with you and me and be able to believe that they can do something for the economy. So if we can give another round of applause to the youth for standing in that gap that many of us don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, we've got someone who is maybe next to you or is just around the corner watching for those beautiful people. The most best dressed person tonight is going to walk away with whooping 1,000 rands worth of prize in the shopping voucher. So who knows, it might be me, it might be her, or it might be any of you in the crowd. So make sure you're smiling whenever that person is looking at you. You never know who that person is. And also we've got the best dressed couple of the night. I hope you are here with your partner. Because this award or this prize is going to be given to only someone who is here with his or her partner. So that you can spend the night, maybe in San Juan, or maybe you can go to Sun City.
Now we're talking.
As we move on with the program, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome our first presenter of the night. So to present the News Leader of the Year Awards, please welcome on stage, Sweet B.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Each year, they recognize a member whose influence, dedication, and enthusiasm has caused a great impact over the years. It is my greatest pleasure to present to you the News Leader of the Year, and the nominees are
My name is Frank Mshagawanu. Last year, I have grown in terms of building brand Frank. I'm a freelance journalist, and I believe last year's awards took me to another level. Right now, I got contacts, I got people from even as far as Joburg, as far as Durban, as far as even Harare.
My name is Victor. Sorry to not to be in the office today. I'm an online editor at All Africa Global Media. Our main offices are based in Washington, D.C. We have got offices scattered across Africa. What we do is we package news from around the continent.
It's a typical day for Tarira Washinhira. She's one of the journalists for Ground Up.
Thank you for calling CMT.
Every day, she works on community-based stories with a strong social justice focus. Tariro trained as a journalist in Zimbabwe and worked for the Sunday Mail. In 2008, she moved with her family to South Africa. But her passion for journalism and justice remains stronger than ever.
And the winner is Tariro Washinhira.
Sure that, of course, to me it wasn't about winning this award. To me, just being nominated was an achievement. Yes, I'm very happy that I received this award. I just want to thank God for this opportunity. I also want to thank our Ground Up News, our editors and all our reporters, all people who voted for me. All NGOs and other Zimbabweans I work with, my friends and our family, thank you very much.
Congratulations to you. Now, where I work at ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, we're looking for female reporters, so please feel free to send your CV to me. Thank you. In the name of Women Empowerment, she's coming up to present the Community Leader of the Year Award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Manero akanaka vana baba nana mai. Kune vese vakachena manero. We love you all.
Love you too.
I'm here tonight to present the Community Leader Award of the Year. The Community Leader Award of the Year is presented every year to celebrate individuals who exemplify dedication, integrity, honorable service, and who have had the transformational effect to the community. The award is presented every year to exemplify community heroes who epitomize the best spirit of community service in their communities, who are volunteers, not paid employees, nor elected officials. It is my pleasure tonight to present the nominees.
My name is Sam Gumbojena, and I'm the General Manager of Debonese Club Street. Basically what we do here is we have a charity drive. We are involved in a social responsibility program on our systems, a button for donation, where every time that we give out something to the community, we enter on the system so that at least it becomes a continual and recorded process.
Welcome Team Shamstone. This is Delfino Machikicho, Community Leader of the Year in the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. My project is called Waumbe, Youth Development, and Waumbe is a Swahili word meaning equip them, build them. So one thing that I've realized growing up is that a lot of the African children and the African people look down upon themselves, do not have the mind, the vision and the drive to achieve the greatness that is bestowed upon them. So what we do at Waumbe is we're working with the young people, help them to discover their purpose, help them to discover their vision in life, and to take them out of difficult circumstances and make them realize their purpose and fully discover what they were born to.
My name is Edmo Mazungunyi. I'm the director and the founder of Mother's Love Educate, located in Capricorn Museum, Big Beach, and I'm also the director and the founder of Maranatha, Home of the Elderly in Capricorn. I'm also an artist, a founder, and a composer, a songwriter of Flame of Praise. Yes. Oh, my projects. Let me start with Mother's Love Educate. That's the biggest project that is running for almost 6 years now. Yes, Mother's Love started in 2011 out of the passionate and the anger that I see the children running in the community, in a disadvantaged community that we're living in, not affording to go to a preschool where they can get early child development programs. Yet we know it is important for a child to have an upbringing when you're a child, when you need a childhood, early childhood development that you bring into the. So I decided to have an educate where parents can afford to send their children when they can get equal education with those that are privileged to get it in a disadvantaged community.
Help me to welcome to the stage our winner, Delfino Machikicho.
Thank you. On behalf of Delfino Machikicho, who's out of town right now, I just say thank you to all the voters and the nominators. Thank you.
I would like to acknowledge our sponsors tonight. We got Mukuru Money Transfers. You must send money home using Mukuru Money Transfers at a cheaper rate. Don't forget that. We got Ethnic Boutique. They deal with fashion, ladies fashion. She's one of the nominees tonight. We just wish her the best of luck. We have Maps Graphics. Those are the people that deal with graphic design and these banners that you see in front here. So if you want to market your business, you want graphic design to be done with you, you must contact them. We have ACT Foods. They deal with food stuff. You know, when you're having your weddings, parties, events, just contact them. They will do something for you. Impress Clothing, Uhuru Institute of Management and Training, Dreamworld Promotions, FTA Marketing, Superworks, Healthy Actuaries and Consultants, Gogo Pumpkin, Jimmy Jimalo, Anti-Balloon Wines, Roseco Crystal, and Stony Brook. Those are part of our sponsors tonight that have made everything that is happening here tonight be possible. So we must thank them for putting the end to everything that is happening tonight. So to present the next award of the night for the Music Artist Group of the Year Award, please welcome on stage Melissa Ruatirera.
Shakespeare once said, if music be the food of love, let it play. Music has the ability to express what words cannot say. It restores the mind and soothes the soul. The nominees are
My name is Taderera Mabvudzi, aka Shemi, and the band is called Africentric. On my left is Malibongwe, he's our fluorist. Then we've got Heraldine at the back, she's a performance poet, she's a vocalist also. Then we've got Rian, he's our guitarist.
All of them wanna know me pre-that. All of them wanna know me pre.
My name is Talent Bianca Liwayo, aka Sweet Bee Bad Girl. Well, my music career basically started at a tender age. I started singing at school. I started doing my first recording at the age of 12. And then it just blossomed from there, my interest for music. And my journey into music was made simple for me because of the gift and the love that I have for music. To me,
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not part of Kingdom Sensation, but they said they had out of council, they said I must collect this award for them. But I thank everybody for supporting me.
Thank you very much. It really is half a life without music. Now, Pavawi, I'm not mangan No, it's true. I mean, that song, I also don't know if it made chart topping because of the song and the beat or because of the content. Because Muslims, there are problems, please. Okay, so if somebody's going to tell us they've disappeared, we believe you. 15 billion. No, thank you very much. I know we've got a lot of musicians in the house. We're going to have a performance later from Ngoni Kambarami. I know you're sitting over there. We've also got Knox in the house, but he's not performing. Okay, Asi Unonyara. What's happening? I can't see through the lights, but yeah. So now our next category this evening is the Young Upcoming Entrepreneur of the Year. And this is going to be presented by Primrose Bima.
Good evening, everyone. Are we all happy? Awesome. It's a very awesome pleasure to be with you here tonight. I wouldn't be anywhere else. Now, when I was 16 years old, I started writing motivational poetry So today I decided to pick a few lines for the nominees in this category. Opportunities not pass me because I seize them, for I am impossible. Where there is opportunity, with my positivity, I see possibility. And with the right ability, I make it an actuality. Our world is in need of mavericks and young, talented individuals who are ready to fill up the unemployment gaps and reduce inequality. The nominees in this category are young, enterprising, and inspiring business leaders who have taken initiative and exploited opportunities. And your nominees for the Young Upcoming Entrepreneur of the Year Award are...
Good evening, Team Shamsu. Okay, thank you. My name is Nyaranzi Nkomo. I am a Zimbabwean national in Cape Town. I am the founder and managing director of Strategies Migration in South Africa. Okay, so Strategies Migration is an immigration consulting company. We are specialists in South African immigration, so we offer all the services across the spectrum of immigration to South Africa. So from your visa requirements, your visitors' visas, work permits, study visas, basically all the visas under the Immigration Act. We provide services for those applications in South Africa and abroad. We also do permanent residence permit applications.
Afternoon, Team Shamstone. My name is Kelvin Manley. I'm a Zimbabwean. I am the director and founder of Manley Construction, which I founded in 2013, August 2013. I'm currently into maintenance, designing and building homes and all renovation projects. Okay, I started my Manley Construction after I've been working for a construction company, a big construction company. I was a project manager there. Then I decided to start my own business.
Welcome, Team Shamson. Please come in. I would like to show you around. Well, my name is Tongai Joseph Tafana. I was born in Chirumanzu and grew up there, then relocated to Gweru when I finished my secondary education. So the name of the project is actually Mossy Wines, whereby we do 100% Syrah, which is the red Mossy Syrah, and the white wine is actually Fraternity, which is a joint venture. So after tasting numerous wines, some of them I did like, some of them I didn't like at all. So I thought of actually making my own with the style, which I will actually enjoy.
Thank you. And the winner is Tongai Joseph Tafana, Mossy Wine.
Thank you very much, everyone, for all those who voted for me, who is supporting me, and who is following me, family and friends. I really appreciate this. It is such an honor, and it's not only for myself. It's also for you. It's for everyone, and for those also who are in the wine industry. I didn't do this for myself. I did for all the Zimbabweans, South Africans, and South Africans. Just to mention two things behind the Mossy label, or behind Joseph. I want to thank Tinashe, I think it's the second day. Thanks, buddy, for the flag you gave me when I went to France last year to represent South Africa in the World Cup of Wines. Thank you so much for that. That guy gave me a Zimbabwean flag when I went to France last year. Currently I'm actually the third best wine tester in South Africa. And apart from that, well, probably in June they'll find someone else, or maybe I will do the same thing, I don't know. And I am the very first black winemaker in Swartland, which is the most well-known winemaking appellation in South Africa as we're speaking right now. The third is my very first job in South Africa, 2009 up to 2010 April, was a gardener for different houses and a restaurant. And the last thing is, I've never tasted wine in Zimbabwe. I started tasting a very first glass of wine on the 7th of March 2010. Up to now, I am actually one of the judges in South Africa judging wine. And yesterday, I was conducting a very well-known academy of judging wine called Michael Frijon, which works in conjunction with the University of Cape Town. Thank you very much.
That is very good. That is very good. That is very good. Lisa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to present the Palmer T. Bushe Entertainment Personality of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Michelle Muchemenye Mazanga.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be giving out this award on behalf of the Rafkat family, the Palmer T. Bushe Entertainment Personality of the Year Award. Palmer T. Bushe was a young, dynamic individual who played a huge role in promoting and distributing music for Zimbabwean artists in Cape Town under Rafkat Entertainment. At the age of 21, he was the first ever youngest person to be nominated for the Entertainment Personality of the Year Award at the first inaugural Zimbabwe Excellence Awards 2015. He distributed music for many artists who included the likes of Freeman, and the rest irrespective of who needed the music without asking for any cash in return. He elevated the Zim artists in Cape Town, witnessed by the number of fans who attended the music shows. He was a people's person who got along with everyone irrespective of who they were.
That is very true, that is very true.
His passing away shocked and devastated the Rafkat family and many people in Cape Town. We felt obligated to rename the award after him, as it is the only befitting honor to his legacy as an outstanding cadre. The awards are for the community to recognize, reward and acknowledge outstanding individuals, and Palmer does fit the criteria. Which brings me to our nominees for this evening. They embody everything that Palmer T. Bushe embodied. And the nominees are
my name is Reginald Rawia, aka Ras Reggie. I started DJing in 1999 as a professional DJ. Actually, I started in 1998, but I became professional in 1999. But I'm also into events management, events coordinations, promotions of artists, and together with DJs right here in Cape Town at the moment. My first achievement, which I can say that was my best achievement, was when I came down here in South Africa, when I started to play for UCT Radio. That was in 2007 until 2013.
Good evening, Team Shamstone Production. My name is Morgan Stistch, originally from Zimbabwe, but I'm residing in Cape Town, and that's where I'm doing my work, the DJ thing, As you can see, here is where I work. This is where my whole stuff is of the DJ work that I do. I've been in the DJing thing, like in the showbiz thing, at a tender age of 16. That's when I started. So up to now, I've grown and I've gone to places, different places. I've been in Cape Town for the past 3 years now. I faced a lot of difficulties and challenges, but I'm trying to revive the vibe of our local artists that are here.
Welcome, Team Shamstone.
Welcome to Bullshit 89.5 FM. This is where I am each and every Thursday night, promoting local artists and international as well. So this is all about reggae music each and every Thursday night from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. We've worked with almost every artist, reggae artist that is based right in Cape Town. I'm talking of international, from Europe, Jamaica, and until right here, the Cape Town-based artists. I'm talking of South Africans and Zimbabweans.
Welcome, Team Shamstone.
Thank you. My name is Mark Mazonde. I'm a Zimbabwean, and I'm currently based here in Cape Town. I'm a filmmaker, and I'm the founder of Maclean Studios. So, I can safely say we make movies, we make adverts, music videos, corporate videos, and documentaries.
My name is Taderera Mabvudzi, aka Shamu, and the band is called Africentric. We have performed the TICC with Oliver Mtukudzi. We have performed in Joburg, Newtown with Oliver Mtukudzi. We have performed at the Africa Day event at Alliance Francaise. We have performed at Alliance Francaise for the Heritage Concert and a whole lot of other concerts that we have done around Cape Town.
Get this award on my own, so I'd like to ask my boss, Bibs Rafkat, to join me as I announce the winner.
Let's give them a round of applause. That is the Rafkat Empire.
And the winner is Mark Mazonde, Maclean Film.
Come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knows? All the players you
I would like to thank all those guys who voted for me. And I would also like to thank those guys who have been supporting us from the start. And moreover, I would like to say this award is not for me only, but this is for me and my friends. This is for me and my connection. This is for me and my country. This is for me and Africa, including you. So I'm saying, I'm just going to keep this award at my place, but remember this award is for us together. So let's celebrate together.
Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can well have your dinner, as it said, we've got entertainment from one of our upcoming artists who is based in Cape Town. He goes by the name of Just Here. Those are some of the artists that we're trying to promote here in Cape Town. Local talent we are talking of right now. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hey, DJ, let's set it up again.
Hi guys, I go by the name Just Here. And if you don't know me by now, you're gonna know me by today. Okay. We give thanks to John. We're the end of upon creation. Come on, the end of our relation. And again, give thanks to John. For all the sinners upon the nation. Come on, we thanks upon the nation. Put your hands up in the air. Start dancing like you don't care. Start changing what you don't wear. Let's kick it, baby, till the money there. Come on, baby, like it go in the air. Shake your body like you don't care. Drop it like it's a when you get a chance. I'ma make you man like the move on there. Stay with me when you get the chance. No, don't leave when you get to where you want to. Open at the line, every man down, moving on like every day night. Say please, and I like you gotta have to. 90s, you must have it on have to. But when I got died, selling like a dime from the sky, got the size of the side. Can I put it in the day? Put it in my shorts, never can again. Throw you like a holiday. Get day the weekend. Are you ready? Yes, I doesn't like you don't care. No way, let's see, baby, get the money there. Come, baby, like it go in the air. Body like you don't care. Drop it like it's when you get a chance. I'll make you pay. You got it ahora. Cuando uno no se llama mano con la buena ni boda. Ella me dirá, ese malo mamá buena y cuando llora. Se le mueve como venga. Se está lo que le una chaca se lleva. Como paro y se le toma a memba. Para una vez que voy a decir que la mayor son la que tiene.
Don't worry. Ininga Mr. Godfrey Madani Richard inspire watu wakawani sa steering para kwa kuti next year pale kwa awards mnaoyomba kachina sisi.
Good evening. This is going to be a real test. Having to speak when people have food in front of them. I've never competed with food, but let's give it a try. Three days ago, I received a WhatsApp message from my son. I have a 9-year-old son called Julius. For those that know me, obviously they won't be surprised that I named my son Dreams. That's how crazy I am, if I can say it myself. Now, this boy is in grade 3, so he said to me, Dad, what kind of a person are you? Okay. So obviously, because he saw those 2 blue ticks, he knew the old man read the message, he obviously expected a response. So I responded. I knew it's going to be a series of messages because I can't really explain to him the kind of person I am in one message. So the first message was, I am an ambitious man, my God. And I was ready to write the next message, trying to explain to this 9-year-old the kind of person that I am. And then I saw typing. I said, okay, let me hold on and see what this guy is saying. The next message was, kick. I knew you will answer. So I was a bit offended. I didn't know what he meant. And I was about to ask him, what do you mean? Then I saw typing, I waited. He didn't finish typing, I waited. He didn't finish typing, I said, okay, let me ask this guy. What do you mean? I knew you will answer because you like talking about yourself, Dad. So that was heavy. That was it, under the belt. So on that day, 3 days ago, I then decided, okay, maybe I need to tone down. Maybe I talk about myself a lot. So I then promised myself, okay, on my next speaking engagement, I will try not to talk about myself. So unfortunately or fortunately, the next speaking engagement happens to be this one. So I'll try not to talk about myself. Instead, I'll talk about you. And my message is very simple tonight. One sentence, finish what you started. Finish what you started. That's my message to you. And there's 3 things that I want us to pick up from that message or from that one line. First thing, it means you have committed yourself to something, someone. When only tell you to finish what you started if there is something that you're doing. I know some of you, the only time you finish something that you're doing is when you were still young, when your mother would put food in front of you and she would sing songs and she would dance so that you finish, and she would tell you, if you finish, you'll be a big boy. You'll be a good girl. Yes, I finished my food when my mother said all those things. That is why today I'm a big boy. But hey, some of us, that's the only time that we ever finished anything. Some of you will tell me, yes, I said I'm going to talk about you, not myself. Some of you will tell me, yes, I am married. I've been married for 5 years. I've been married for 10 years. We Africans, we Zimbabweans, we know when you get married, you go and pay lobola. Some of you 5 years ago, you went there and you said to them, yes, it's me. I'm with your child. So they gave you a long list and you said, I'm coming back. Do you know that every time they receive a WhatsApp message from you, they're thinking you're giving them a debt? You've never been there again. Why? Because you don't know how to finish what you started. I can see some that don't marry, they are comfortable saying, hey, he's not talking about ourselves. Here's the thing, maybe you're not married because you date someone for 3 months and you're down. For what reason? No reason. Because you just cannot finish what you started. Go to the next, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Finish what you started. Today we see people that are being celebrated, that are receiving awards, coming on stage. It's not because they started something. It's because they finished what they started. Some of you, when you started working in South Africa, you went back home in your first year in December excited, and you told your parents, you know what, I'm going to extend and renovate this house. So you look for the best builder down the street. He came through and started digging the foundation. And you were standing around behind him and saying, no, come on, dig some more and dig some more. Now it's 10 years. 5 kids in your neighborhood broke their legs because of your foundation. You don't know how to finish what you started. We talk about Mark Zuckerberg, he founded Facebook. We all use Facebook today. But hey, do you realize that we don't celebrate him because he just started? First, he finished. He made it work. He made it function. That is why we celebrate him today. Maybe the next thing that you can pick up is that it is you who started it. So it is you who is going to finish it. You know, I had a problem with my young brother growing up. You know, I went to boarding school. He didn't go to boarding school. So during holidays, I'll go back home, and this guy would go around, you know, to those guys that are my age, you know, and he would kick them like this, you know, and these guys would get angry. What are you doing? You know, you always respect me. Why all of a sudden you're doing this? So they would run after him and he would run towards me. You come to me and he would stand behind me like this. And these guys would say, Why did you kick me? Why did you shout at me? So obviously as a big brother, this guy is expecting me to do something. Today I have scars. Because this guy could not finish what he started. He expected someone to finish it for him. Guys, how many people in the world have scars today? Because you don't know how to finish what you started. The last thing that I want to pick up from this line, finish what you started. The emphasis is not on starting, the emphasis is on finishing. David Allen said, our people are full of stress today. Not because they have a lot of things to do, but because they have a lot of things that they did not finish. Hey, one day you pass on. Please, I've been to funerals. And when they say, hey, you were his friend, stand up and say something. People will stand up and they will start dusting themselves for 5 minutes. They are thinking, what did I say about this guy? He never did anything meaningful in this world. He never finished anything. What am I going to say? But hey, if you're doing something and you're finishing what you started, maybe that pastor will stand up, and for those that go to church, you'll probably read 2 Timothy 4, verse 7. Yes, I know the Bible as well. 2 Timothy 4, verse 7, and he would say, I ran a good race, I finished the course, I kept the faith. Are you running the course? Are you finishing what you started? Or you just start and start and start and start? It's going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be difficult. No one ever said it's easy. But if you believe in finishing, you'll keep on going. Les Brown said he was playing with the game with his son, and he beat his son, and he beat his son, and he beat his son. And his son said, no, Dad, let's play again. No, Dad, let's play again. He said, no, let's go and sleep. He said, no, come on, Dad, let's play again. Then his son said, Dad, it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. I'm saying to you today, it's not over until you finish. It's not over until you finish. Maybe you're saying, hey, that project you're talking about, that house, it's because of this reason, that woman that I haven't really paid the Olopola, it's because of this, I'm writing my book, I only wrote 1 chapter, I haven't finished, it's because of this, and this reason, come on, it's so legit. That is not the point. That is not the point. Now, I'm sure you've got a balloon in front of you. You've got a balloon in front of you, right? If I can ask everyone to stand up, please. Make sure I put a balloon. Make sure I put a balloon in front of you.
If you don't have a balloon in front of you, you can call out.
Right? Okay.
People, we can bring it to you.
Okay. Just blow up the balloon.
We want everyone to blow up their balloons.
Blow up the balloon.
Fill up with much air you can. As much as possible.
There is no prize for giving us the biggest balloon. Okay, that's fine. You tie it. You tie it. Just tie the balloon so that you keep the pressure. Alright. You are going to show a better pen. You give it a pen as well. Just write. Alright. Just write one thing that stops you from finishing what you start. Just one. Just one thing that stops you from finishing what you start. Just one thing. One thing, the main thing that stops you from finishing whatever you start.
One big.
I can say everyone is busy. Yes, everyone is busy. Right. Here's the thing. So I'm going to help you get rid of this thing that stops you from finishing what you start. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I hit 3, you're going to blow it up, which means you're getting rid of that thing that stops you from finishing what you start. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. You can take a seat. Thank you very much. You can take a seat. Right. Yes, I know you wrote something, and yes, I know you got rid of that thing that stops you from finishing. But here's the thing. You might have all those things that stop you from finishing, but there is one. The most important thing that stops you from finishing is you. So I hope you didn't write your name there on the balloon and got rid of yourself. I'll finish off saying, it's painful not to finish what you started. But it is more painful not to start what you didn't finish. So go out and start that which you did not finish and finish it off. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There they are, the people who bring change, more solutions than problems.
Good afternoon, Team Shamson. My name is Moses Mzwembili. I'm a business person, entrepreneur. We are Labelle Afrique. We are a business of cosmetic, and we sell all perfumery products. We sell hair products, we sell lotions, we sell shampoo.
Zimbabwe. My name is Marshall Tafazwe Desire, Marshall Nganyika. I'm an upcoming entrepreneur in the transport industry. A qualified journalist. I've worked for the Zimbabwe Herald. And here I am in Cape Town. I'm doing what I enjoy and what I love doing best. I'm actually doing transportation of passengers as well as goods. I started on, I think that was about 2 years ago, when I was basically doing door-to-door collections of people's parcels with a pickup. That's
My name is Weston Hussein Willie, and I'm from Wasila Projects. Wasila Projects, we are a maintenance company. We do building alterations, we do electric, we do plumbing.
Welcome Team Shipso. I'm Chipo Ethel Mukoko, the owner of Ethnic Boutique. Okay, my company actually started as a small, I started doing it as a hobby actually in 2012. But then with the demand for shoes, actually it's Ethnic Boutique that is growing into transport. I have realized that doing business, you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. You have to also explore into other adventures. It has grown actually, it has grown big because I used to sell all those brands that people know from Shadow and those companies, Revolution, but now I'm selling Sisboy. I've actually sourced to buy cheap Sisboy shoes so that I can be able to sell Sisboy shoes.
Here it's 17 hectares. What actually happened is we are friends from academic side. So as friends, we were coming normally here to buy meat as a group at N7 farm meat here. Actually, one day when we were talking to the owner of the farm, we asked him why he has got this big land which he's not using. Then he started telling us about the story that he had plowed about 1.1 million on.
And the winner is M7 Zimbabwe Farmers.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would want to ask my fellow partners to come in front. Right, thank you. This is Dr. Magunje. This is Dr. Banat. Yeah, I wanted to, why I called them is, we are 5 in this project. The other 2 are not here with the work commitments. Actually, we are friends from the academic side. We never thought one day we would be farmers, and I never thought myself I would be a farmer one day. Because when I grew up in the rural areas, I was one of the guys who didn't even want to go to the farms. But when we came here in South Africa, we thought that we could make a living and sustain our families through working. We realized that the salary was not enough for us. So we partnered and we went into farming. We are doing our farming in the Mamasburg side. We started in 2013-14 with 3 hectares. And currently we are occupying a 25-hectare farm. So for this award, I will dedicate this award not to ourselves, because this is the service that we are giving to the Zimbabweans. Mainly because we grow vegetables and the food that the Zimbabweans really miss when they are on this side of the country. We dedicate this to all Zimbabweans who have supported us from the time that we started until now. And I also want to thank Mr. Shamu for the opportunity that he gave us. Through this, being nominated, we have managed to secure so many things that we cannot finish saying, but we want to thank you all. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry to my friends who don't understand Shona, but I do not know how to speak English. Makadi vanarevu. Dinofara kuvapano samai. Ndiri kupresenta award yeWoman Entrepreneur of the Year. Sezvo ana mai munoziva tisu takabata zvese. When I was told I was going to present the award, I was thinking I was going to recite a quote from Mary Kay Ash. But as I was sitting there, I thought of Vapoor Mukondo. Pana chiri kuremembereka song kainzi Itai sendi motivatireo Rakomana urongo uroi Kana usina mari hauna shamwani. I'm proud tonight to announce the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year. Here are the nominees.
Welcome, Team Chefs. I'm Chipo Ethel Mukoko, the owner of Ethnic Boutique. Okay, my company actually started as a small, I started doing it as a hobby actually in 2012. But then with the demand for shoes, actually it's ethnic boutique that is growing into transport. I have realized that doing business, you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. You have to also explore into other adventures. It has grown actually, it has grown big because I used to sell all those brands that people know from Shadow and those companies, Revolution. But now I'm selling Sisboy. I've actually sourced to buy cheap Sisboy shoes so that I can be able to sell Sisboy shoes.
I'm Pamela Jerry, and I'm the owner of Pam's Salon, and this is where I'm situated. I started in 2009, but I was in town. If you know the texturing on top, that's where I started. It was something small. So, and then I just grow. I wanted to grow bigger, so I decided to come here.
How long have you been here?
From 2012. The reason why I'm saying it's growing is because it wasn't as it is now at first. So,
Good evening, Team Shamston. My name is Gracious Titimjuru. I'm a business entrepreneur who does sell ladies' accessories, and this is my beauty shop, Crosses Beauty Shop. My project is mainly about women accessories. I sell women accessories that includes ladies' clothing, ladies' handbags, shoes, and also hair. It's mainly about hair products. That is what we cater for, but our beauty shop is more of everything. We do a full house that includes hair, and we do nail like manicure, pedicure, and everything like eyelashes.
And the winner tonight for the Women Entrepreneur of the Year, Chico Ethel.
I would like to say thank you to everyone who voted for me and who nominated me, and I would like to say thank you to my husband who's been I survived a severe car crash last year. I thank God gave me another chance so that I can get this award. It has been an easy road for me to recovery, but I've been fighting to get here and actually have my brain out for my pals. They are only costing 100 rand. Thank you, everyone. All thanks to my team here, that's been my, I don't know, the people. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited for Ethel. I'm happy for you, darling. I know you deserve this. I'm here to present the award for the Best Businessman of the Year, but I thought I would like to thank the organizers of this function first, because throughout the year we have entertainment, but you can see the atmosphere in this room today. People are being encouraged, and everyone. It's just a certain different type of happiness that I'm seeing. We are still celebrating excellence and rewarding success. The nominees for the Best Businessman of the Year awards are
I'm Prince Chifamba, Chief Executive Officer of Chief Trans. Our company started 8 years ago. We started with the meter tax business. From meter tax, we tried the tax industry, and then from there, we moved on to the trucking industry, where we have settled. Now we have settled in the trucking industry, and then it proves that it's working. From there, then we've crossed the borders, and we have invested in other things like farming. Basically, that's how about our company.
Right, my name is Whisper Makuni Ganya, owner of MTA Marketing. We are a marketing, promotion, and a distribution company. MTA Marketing has been around for the past 6 years. We work or represent different clients. We work with financial institutions like banks. We work with telecommunication companies like Telkom, Cell C, just to mention a few. We work with insurance companies. We take their products and we direct market their products to the members of the public on their behalf. We also have our own products as a company. So we own.
My name is Philip Tinashe Gwatizo. I'm the Managing Director for International Hospitality Recruitment Services. Basically, the International Hospitality Recruitment Services was started based on the fact that I am a former student of the International Hotel School, and having gone through the ranks and studied and got into the industry, did what I did in the industry, I realized that there was a knack for assisting other international students into studying in South Africa, be it obviously getting the applications into the school, getting it processed, getting it admitted back to them should they get the positions, doing their visa paperwork, doing their medical aid. And I realized that having gone through the course myself, I was in the best position to help them get through.
Businessman of the Year award goes to Prince Chifamba.
Firstly, I'll say to all organizations which are here, ZIGSAG, South Africa Chamber of Commerce, all the business people, I'll say Kojako, sorry. They say behind every successful man. But I would say besides, so I would like to invite Ms. Chifamba to come Madam do wanatipasa manyewe. I'll say, baby, this is what you've been supporting all these years. She stood with us sometimes when this business meant nothing. Until now, we are one of the biggest company in Cape Town and in Zimbabwe. I would love to invite the Chief Trans team, Boss Matum, Kampan. We work together with these guys and they're supporting us each and every day. So this is what we're working for. Furthermore, I would also want to send this gift to my mom who is in Zimbabwe. I'll say, Mommy, this is what you have groomed. She taught me to do business when I was 17 years old. I was an entrepreneur. I had 10 employees at the age of 17, believe me or not. Far above everything, I would like to honor God. I know with God, all things are possible. And when I mean there's nothing impossible with God. Amen. Thank you.
Tinoti makorokoto kuna igwe. Ndisingazive kuti igwe nechishona zvinorevei. Igwe vasitsanangurirawo. Tinoti makorokoto kuna mako. Congratulations, Chimdara Chacho. So to present the next award, I'm going to welcome on stage Chipo Ethel Mukuku. She is going to present the Business Organization of the Year Award. She is been nominated in 2 awards. She is the winner tonight. Let's welcome her on stage, Chipo Ethel Mukuku. When we were doing the rehearsals for this event, she actually told me, "Ndikadyiwa ndinogona kuzoshare step ekuenda pastage." But I just told her one thing, no, my sister, you are a winner. If you win, if you lose, you're also a winner. You're still a winner. So tonight, now you believe what I told you.
They say it's either you make money or you make excuses, but you definitely can't make both. Tonight we honor professional investors who follow money wherever it goes. They take the initiative and they do not look at the price of the shovel when digging for gold. They are actually the best of the best. And for the Business Organization of the Year Awards, these are your nominees.
I'm Prince Chifamba, Chief Executive Officer of Chief Trans. Our company started 8 years ago. We started with the meter tax business. From meter tax, we tried the tax industry, and then from there, we moved on to the trucking industry, where we have settled. Now we have settled in the trucking industry, and then it proves that it's working. From there, then we've crossed the borders, and we have invested in other things like farming. Basically, that's how about our company. Our trucking business, we have become the most popular company in Cape Town right now as we speak.
My name is Mo Boysneti. I'm the marketing director for Sororo Milan, CEO for FS Reca, and also for Autocanast. So good. The projects are going very well. The Sororo Milan I started in 2012 with other guys. So good. Our business is growing. We have managed to open our offices in 4 at the moment. And then for the FS Reca, I started the project in January. So far so good. I've managed to install maybe more than 150 cars that I installed Reca. And then for the Web Authority Analyst, it's a project that I'm also working with the likes of Raul. We are going to start operating from the 1st of May. I'm telling you, it's like a miracle. Remember last year when there was an interview, I promised people that we're going to open in more provinces. I'm very excited to inform you that we have offices now in Polokwane, which is under Popo province. We also got an office in Deben, under KZN, and we're in the process of opening another office at in East Cape.
Right, my name is Whisper Makuni Ganya, owner of MTA Marketing. We are a marketing, promotion, and a distribution company. MTA Marketing has been around for the past 6 years. We work or represent different clients. We work with financial institutions like banks. We work with telecommunication companies like Telkom, Cell C, just to mention a few. We work with insurance companies. We take their products and we direct market their products to the members of the public on their behalf. We also have our own products as a company. So we own.
My name is Philip Tinashe Gwatizo. I'm the Managing Director for International Hospitality Recruitment Services. Basically, the International Hospitality Recruitment Services was started based on the fact that I am a former student of the International Hotel School, and having gone through the ranks and studied and got into the industry, did what I did in the industry, I realized that there was a knack for assisting other international students into studying in South Africa, be it obviously getting the applications into the school, getting it processed, getting it admitted back to them should they get the positions, doing their visa paperwork, doing their medical aid. And I realized that having gone through the course myself, I was in the best position to help them get through.
And the winner is Prince Chifamba.
My brother, I respect. Thank you.
Every year, creating jobs for more and more Zimbabweans based here in Cape Town. So, the next time you want to send money home, think Mukulu, your trusted money transfer agent. Please welcome to the stage, James Pandey.
Oh,
I think I'm going to do it again. All right. Very good. My sister, I would like to acknowledge and thank you, Mr. Julius Shamu, not forgetting Mr. Chifamba. Mr. Chifamba, I can't present this award without calling you to come to the stage. Please, Mr. Chifamba. All I can see here is Chifamba, please, Chifamba is everywhere. Magadi Murie Cape Town. Magadi go Murie Cape Town. People back at home, they think people who come to South Africa, they are running away from the country. But they don't know that these people, they are fighters, they are survivors. These people, they are exposed to conditions that they don't even know. But they are fighters, and they are fighting, and we are happy to be here with people like Mr. Farmer, getting awards for being top business people in Cape Town. The award that I'm going to announce is the best matric student. Out of 5 motivations reserved, her name is Caroline Shkomba. And this award is going to be presented by Ms. Famba. Caroline. DJ was a jealous guy when he told me he's managing a DJ. Congratulations, Caroline Chikomba, for the award. And Mrs. Famba.
Good evening, everyone. I didn't really have anything to say, but I'd like to say thank you to the people who were involved in the whole process, the voting, anything to do with the show. It's absolutely amazing, and I hope everybody had a great night. But that's all I have to say. Thank you.
A round of applause.
Wow, what can I say? This is overwhelming, eh? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You all look lovely on the stage here. And I'm so happy that you made time to come and witness, to come and give support to this special event. Consulate General, Mr. Gobo, Mr. Sid Pima, Executive Director of the Cape Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Dr. Benjamin Bluey, Breaking Barriers African Project Advocate Hungwe Kuzinya, Rumbita Borodo, Alec Kuwudzai, our esteemed judges, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to my wife, who is always a supporting partner. I salute you, baby. She's sitting there. Come, baby. Okay, guys, we've got a great partnership here. I don't know about some of you, but happy. Anyway, I'd also like to express my sincere gratitude to this year's sponsors and partners: Mukuru Money Transfer, Shamstone Productions, Impress Clothing, Rosivo Cambridge, Act Foods, Maps Graphics, Zimsaki, MTA Marketing of Superworks, Dreamworld Promotions, AV Studios, Uhuru Institute of Management Training, Sky News Africa. Guys, I need to say a special thank you to these guys from Sky News Zimbabwe. These guys, they're working in Johannesburg to produce a tablet specifically designed for this evening. And I can tell you that it was a long process of corrections, cancellations, grammar, spelling errors. But I'm sure you can believe with me that what you read on the tables there represent exactly what is happening here tonight. Actuaries and consultants, Jimmy Jimalo, Antebellum Wines, Rocio Christa, they also sponsored some bubbly wines for arrival. Stony Brook also sponsors some bubbly wines for arrival. Our lovely presenters, I think I can call them Shamstone team now. They've been with me through and through. Victoria, ladies and gentlemen, our trophy girl. Please give her a round of applause. Our MC, the award-winning. Yes, she's an award-winning. Wasn't she marvelous tonight? And of course, not forgetting the man himself, DJ Morgan Stitch. I think tonight is end your name. You're getting there in the Guinness Book of World Records. Our sound engineer at the back there, my little brother. Yes, it runs in the family, guys. Hungwe. Shamstone media team. Yes, we have a media team. These guys that you see wearing television crew, they are from a television. Very nice, Chris. Thank you very much. These guys were responsible by shooting all these videos. They traveled across Western Cape looking for each and every individual nominee so that they can shoot their videos. So that you guys can actually see what they do behind the scenes. My speech this year is going to center on networking. As I feel that a major area, this is a major area that my fellow compatriots, that we are lacking. People don't understand the concept of networking. Right now, we are sitting next to your friend. What networking are you doing? If I may ask. None. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it is very vital for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs that we take this networking a step further. Okay, as an entrepreneur, Networking is a key activity that's not only fun, but it's critical to your personal growth and business development. Small business is all about networking, building relationships, and taking action. Building a successful business takes a lot of time and drive. So it's good to have a network of friends and associates to draw energy from and keep you going. By surrounding yourself with people who share a similar drive and ambition, you are more likely to move forward as a group. But that's not only the benefit of networking, it's only the beginning effect. Networking is great for sharing ideas and knowledge, whether it's asking for feedback or discussing a point of view. It will help you expand your knowledge and allow you to see things through from another perspective. It is also likely that within a group, there will be those who have already been there where you are today. This provides you with an opportunity to learn and avoid some of the common pitfalls they experienced. It's natural that networking will result in opportunities. The thing you let know is when or how they will materialize. You will not know. Whether it's a referral, offer partnerships, or request for your service or product, it is important to be ready to seize opportunities when they come along. Remember, you're not just gaining exposure to the people in the room. You are building connections with your network too. If someone they know has a need that matches your business, if you have an impression, you will likely get a referral. And that's how business is built. And remember, it's not just a one-way street. If someone in the network matches a business you encounter at an event, don't hesitate to share their details. It will only strengthen your relationship. By regularly networking and pushing yourself to talk to people you don't know, it will help increase your confidence. This is an important attribute as a business owner, because your business growth is depending on talking to people and making connections. Nothing can be further from the truth. Being visible and getting noticed is a big benefit of networking. By regularly attending business and social events like these ones, people will begin to recognize you. This can help you build your reputation as a knowledgeable, reliable, and supportive person by offering useful information or tips to people who need it. You are more likely to get more leads and referrals, as you will be the one that pops into the head when they need that offer. As we come to the close of the event, don't rush to leave. Prioritize and leave this place with at least some contacts that will get you in touch with tomorrow and beyond. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations, most importantly, to the nominees. Yes, there can only be one winner, but you made yourself a mark, and that I salute you. Let's continue with this networking. Let's build a one united Zimbabweans in Cape Town and South Africa as a whole.
Thank you.
You are not only building the economy of South Africa in the city of Cape Town, but you are also building the economy of Zimbabwe there through the remittances that you send every time. That is why now you see banks like Stuart Bank. They are coming here because they value the importance of you guys sending money more. Okay. So, thank you very much. I've got something very small to give to the judges who worked tirelessly, postponing, cancelling meetings. Asking guys, where are the results? I need the results now. What's going on? So I just want to thank you guys for all your hard work that you put together. I'm going to call upon you to come here. Impress in the house. Yes, guys, I'm a proud owner of a store called Impress Product. I specialize in this, and that. So, advocate, please come on. Thank you, sir. Please wear it with pride and advertise well. So when you go to your court case, when you go to your court case, when you go to court, please wear it with pride. Thank you. Say Alec Kozai. Please wait with pride. Support the business. I need to see, you must send referrals to my shop. Last but not least, Madam Boss Lady, Bro Rubidzai Boronda. This one is a special gift from the award-winning ethnic boutique Chipo Kukuto. Wear them with pride and walk with pride. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we say congratulations to the judges tonight. At least it's about something.
All right, it is now the end of our evening, but not really, because entertainment, as we know, proud to say, as someone in the entertainment industry, that this is what keeps us sane as human beings. The music, Knox is not performing tonight, unfortunately. I don't know why. He's here, so maybe he might just drop a surprise, who knows. But entertainment keeps us sane. Amidst all our busyness, all the entrepreneurs that are here running businesses, it's not easy. So we're going to have some entertainment before we call it a night. So please feel free to stay on, because there's going to be entertainment from Ngoni, Kambarami, DJ Morgan. Are you playing tonight? In his other life, Morgan is also a DJ. Are you playing tonight?
I'm going to entertain everyone here.
He's going to entertain everybody.
But now it's time to celebrate Never Winner by awards.
Yes. We
Yes,
need you to
Mr. Hungwe, can you come to the stage, please?
See, these legal people aren't used to be called to by their first name. So sorry, sir. If you don't mind joining us on the stage, considering... Okay, Julius, I need you to come up here.
Oh, this
Ah, okay. This guy.
Yes, this guy.
All right.
Right, we're going to be going to the best individual. Akachena wacho. And the Jini wacho, but the man here, Japanese of Tournament, because I'm representing, so I won't be able. But yes, I would have loved to take the
never say never.
The trophy. Never say never, yes. Never say never. This award is being presented by Jimmy Jimalo. It's being sponsored by Jimmy Jimalo, and the winner is walking away with 1,000 rand, I believe. I'm going to hand it over to Binemo.
All right, so the lady who has been identified as the best dressed this evening is has stuck to her African roots, and she's wearing something Afro chic. She's also the sister of a winner this evening. She was I believe her name is Karen. Karen!
Wow, she's looking lovely. Welcome to the stage, Karen, please. The best dressed individual, Zim Excellence Awards 2016. You can look at her, she's looking very African with a glance of taste.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So you need to tell us about who you're supporting this evening and who put this ensemble together for you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. It wasn't expected, but I'm here to support Chipo for Ethnic Boutique. And my dress was made by one of our Zimbabwean sisters. She's not here, but she stays there in Strand. So this is a work of a Zimbabwean lady as well.
Yes.
You're most welcome. So you get $1,000 sponsored by Jimmy Jamalo.
Thank you.
Sorry, I speak in dollars. You have won yourself 1,000 rand. Yes, you won yourself 1,000 rand.
Okay, she's gonna receive a 1,000 rand from the director himself on Wednesday. This is sponsored by Jimmy Jimalo. Unfortunately, the sponsor wouldn't make it tonight, but still the award.
Look at that dress. Awesome. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Can I get you one?
Yeah, I would like that style actually. Copy and paste. I like it.
So that you can take one with you to Zimbabwe.
I do. Okay, so as our guest speaker this evening, the Cape Town Consul General, Mr. Magobo said, he said, live in peace, be responsible within the confines of the law of your home country. I don't know if as a Zimbabwean you're sent by Minister Patrick Joao to tell us those things regarding the indigenization policy in our country, but I think his words were profound, and it definitely struck a chord because I noted that phrase down. And I think as citizens, if we do just that, especially to the entrepreneurs, whether you partner with locals, whether you partner with people from international countries, it's important to live within the confines because your business will go far, you'll prosper, and you won't face any issues. So I want to just say well done to all the winners this evening, and thank you to my co-host Morgan. I look forward to hosting him in Zimbabwe and introducing him to the entertainment sector in our country. So thank you very much to everybody for being here this evening. Whoa, easy. All right, let's clap hands for that man. You did good. Yeah. So thank you very much. So it is now really the end of our time on stage this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you. Coming back to Cape Town, as I said, my second home, the mother city. So thank you very, very much for being an amazing crowd, for looking good, for being amazing. And thank you to Morgan, thank you to Julius, and everybody involved.
Let's give a round of applause for Jennifer, please. As I introduce to you our first artist for tonight, Goni Kambarani, probably the last artist as well.
I'm just going to give you a small introduction to my performance. But it's just going to be 2 songs and then I'll give out the culture. Sorry, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Goni Kambarani. And this is going to be my other mic stand because this was just one of those things that I was just planning. To go pay Kanam was going to roll guitar night. Can I have a bit more tone on this one, on the microphone? Thank you so much. And believe it's a night. And believe it's a night. That in the night. The night. And believe it's a night. And believe it's a night. That in the night. The night. One believe it's a and I go now chamba. What's in Muramoyo? Madam's bound chitauraka. That's it, baby. Joda kukupa. Udo wakatama wa usati wa mohona. Iwe baby. Joda kubbilibisa sema bilibisiro wa unandikita. Ah, did we live this night? andipilipisa naye ndati ndimbereke naye ndimbereke naye inzwisa saka mufana kugadzirira inyumu kuti tichazorova ndine wakubotokani nomusamuba umerudolo nokwanisa kubata suba baby ndati ndiweweka andikukuchaka kumuyani kufananiza ndiwe titiona kwanisa kutibata shaina neni bauti kuti ndomanakakasiyana neni ndogona kuita Christmas pakachibekore pavanotenga muti ndinotenga mombe como ipapo ndino zvinganisani nesimba rekuti ndinenge samso zvaunolitaso chinogara sechindiitira anditina kana mamwe mashoko ekuti nditaure zvaunolitaso chinogara sechindiitira anditina kana mamwe ekuti nditaure iwe nerudo unandifungadza munyama nemeha iwe tora moyo hapana kana mumwe akatamba nawo iwe chiwe chekakufungatsamo wanifunge muwe
Can you please have a bit of volume? One, two. Can I please have a bit of volume? One, two, yes. Amando para, umoyo mangu, mazazo mafara.
masatwa mafaro indofara amandofara umoyo mangu masatwa mafaro inawan gaitaurawani muchamuona gatinoonana anonditona padangarangu ondipundira misozi yake yerudo mwana uye anonida ingawani daitaurawani nangawouya muchamuona indofara amandofara umoyo mangu masata mafaro indofara amandofara umoyo mangu masata mafaro indofara amandofara umoyo mangu masata mafaro. Sorry, Mr. Engineer. Can I please have more volume this side?
lights up for Zimbabwe.